So you're on testosterone, right? Great. But here is the question nobody really answers for you. How do you actually know if your dose is right? Because your lab number is one thing, and how you feel is another thing. Totally, entirely, right? I have had guys walk in with a perfect level who feel terrible, and guys at the low end who feel fantastic. So let's talk about how you actually read your own body. Let's start with too little. If you are underdosed, honestly, you feel like you did before you started. The fatigue creeps back, brain fog, motivation is gone, libido drops off, you're not recovering from workouts. And here's the classic pattern, and this is a big one. You feel decent for the first few days after your shot. And then by day 6 or 7, you crash. Well, that's not a dose problem necessarily. That is a frequency problem. So your level is peaking and then falling off a cliff, which is why I'm a fan of smaller, more frequent injections instead of one big dose every 2 weeks. Smoother levels, fewer roller coasters, right? That's what you want. Now, let's talk about the too much. What does that look like? Irritability. It's often your wife who notices before you do, or your girlfriend. Trouble sleeping, acne, oily skin, water retention, puffiness in the face, sometimes anxiety, sometimes a racing heart, increased blood pressure. Some guys get aggressive, short fused, and weirdly, too much testosterone can actually lower libido. Now, because it converts too much testosterone into estrogen. So basically, high and low can kind of look a little bit similar in terms of libido. Now, that's why you don't guess, you basically test. Which brings me to the two things I watch most closely: hematocrit and estradiol. Hematocrit basically is the percentage of your blood that is red blood cells. These are the cells that carry the oxygen. Now, testosterone tells your bone marrow to make more of them. And that's normal because if you don't have testosterone, you may actually become anemic. But if it climbs too high, your blood gets really thick, like syrup instead of water. And thick blood is harder to push. So it strains your heart, it raises clotting risk. And the symptoms, you can have headaches, flushed face, red face. I can tell sometimes when patients walk in, I'm like, I think your hematocrit is high. You look like a tomato. Now, I don't say that to my patients, obviously, but they look like it sometimes. Now, dizziness, ringing in the ears, high blood pressure showing up out of nowhere. So, how do you manage that without extra medication? First, hydrate. Seriously. Dehydration alone concentrates your blood and fakes a high hematocrit. Second, smaller, more frequent doses. So those big peaks are what drive the red blood cell production. Third, check for sleep apnea. This one gets missed so often. If you are snoring, if you are waking up tired, low oxygen at night, raises the hematocrit on its own, and testosterone makes it worse. Fourth, if you have to donate blood, that's it. Regular donation, then you solve the problem. I would say go easy on nicotine as well and get your dose right in the first place. Now, estradiol, right? Everybody's basically terrified of estrogen, but you don't have to be. You actually need estrogen. It is basically what protects your bones, your brain, your heart, and it's a big part of your libido. Same thing for women, when they go to menopause, they need to be on hormone replacement therapy. Otherwise, all of these things fall apart. Now, some people use anastrozole to crash the estrogen level, right? That is one of the most common mistakes that I see. And guys end up with basically joint pain, no sex drive, depression, and long term bad bones, right? So, how do you manage estradiol without a drug? Well, that's something called body fat. That is the answer most guys don't want to hear. Now, everybody wants to be muscular, but being lean is what makes you healthy. Now, fat tissue is where aromatase lives. That is the enzyme that turns testosterone into estrogen. So, more belly fat, more visceral fat, more conversion. So lose the fat, the problem often fixes itself. Now, obviously, a lot of cardio, a lot of exercise, eating very healthy, sometimes using certain peptides with doctor's guidance and then obtained from a compounded pharmacy possibly can help, such as growth hormone analogs. Now, then again, dose and frequency. Big peaks drive big conversion. Support your liver because your liver clears the estrogen. Cruciferous vegetables definitely help. There's a supplement called DIM, D-I-M, can help. You can use glutathione to support the detoxification process of the estrogen. Now, alcohol, that hurts a lot. And keep your gut healthy because that is where estrogen gets eliminated. Do the boring stuff first. Most of the time, you don't need the extra pill. If you are on TRT and something feels off, or you just want it managed properly, well, come see us. We're at Diabetes, Thyroid, and Hormone Center of the Treasure Coast right here in Port St. Lucie. Call 772-398-7814. We do this every single day. I'll see you in the next one. And if you don't have insurance, by the way, let me remind you, we have a program that you can be a member and your labs, your medications, your doctor visits all covered with one price. We'll talk to you later.